Let's have a quick conversation about Amicus Attorney. Is this law practice management tool really worth it? Let's talk about that. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So what is really Amicus Attorney? This is a law practice management software platform that's been around for a long time, and along with Legal, Abacus Law, and Amicus Cloud is one of the few LPMS products offered by Carrot. So LPMS, we're talking here about law practice management software. So although this Amicus Attorney can be cloud-based, it is not accessible through a browser, which makes it really, when you think about it, a hybrid solution. So as such, it is a local application run directly on your computer, tablet, or phone, whose data can be stored at your office on premises or in a private cloud. So I really want to sort of specify that. So when you think about this tool, what are the pros and cons here? In our view, the one of the most important elements to understand is that it is very flexible. It is actually tailored to all kinds of law firms, regardless of the size. This is really good. So Amicus Attorney is really good for large enterprises, for mid-sized law firms, or even small attorney firms. So this is really cool. And the few cons in our view that are really important is that you have a complex initial setup. So this is something you need to think about. It's not really for solos. So if you're a solo practice here, you're not going to sort of enjoy Amicus Attorney really that much. And it's not entirely cloud-based, okay? But overall, you have a great offer here. You have a great return on investment in our view, and this is kind of cool. So when you think about Amicus Attorney, one thing you need to really understand here is that it is on-premise, it is hybrid. In terms of software integrations, you have Dropbox, you have G Suite, you have Hot Docs, you have a Microsoft Office 365, which is really great if you have a large practice. You have time slips, you have Outlook, you have QuickBooks. So if you really want to integrate your law firm accounting into Amicus Attorney, this will work also. And you also have Microsoft Word and Tabs 3. So those are the most important integrations you need to think about. So overall, when you think about Amicus Attorney, think about a hybrid law practice management software for all kinds of practices. And what we love about Amicus Attorney, and this is kind of similar for Carrot Legal and Abacus Law, is that you have a very scalable software tool. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. So let's talk about the features here. So when you think about Amicus Attorney, what are the core features and what are the most important features? One thing you need to understand here is that you have case management or matter management. This is really important. This is really the fundamental sort of draw that you have in Amicus Attorney. You're able to really manage matters, manage cases, especially if you have a very busy practice, okay? And we love that. So you also have client contact management. So basically you are able to manage clients and other contacts really seamlessly and efficiently using Amicus Attorney. What we love really with Amicus Attorney when it comes to client and content management is that everything is scalable. What I'm trying to say here is that whether you have 10 clients or you have 1,000 clients, Amicus Attorney is really able to give you the foundation, if you will, the foundation to really manage all those contacts. This is important because if later on you want to integrate, let's say, a CRM to Amicus Attorney, having this sort of client platform already can really make things a lot easier. Now, a lot of law firms nowadays are willing to do the hybrid the hybrid sort of arrangement, having a CRM, a client relationship management software tool, along with a law practice management tool to have that kind of integration. So Amicus Attorney allows you to have this what we call a juxtaposition here, okay? And also task management. Task management is an important feature, as another feature that you have in Amicus Attorney. So you are able to create tasks with due dates that can be associated with cases or matters and assigned to different lawyers. And so this is kind of cool. And what we love about Amicus Attorney here is that you can go as granular as you want when it comes to task management. So you can actually either stick to a basic task management, or you can actually go to multi-team task management. And so this is kind of cool. So you have a tool that is applicable to one team or multiple teams. And also you have calendar. So basically, as with email, this feature means a full calendar clients not just an integration with Outlook or Google Calendar. So you have this sort of a flexibility in Amicus Attorney. Also, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Amicus Attorney. So this is an Amicus Attorney review. I'm going really granular here to give you all the ins and outs of this law practice management software tool. Another feature that we love within Amicus Attorney is that you have timekeeping. So timekeeping is really important because, especially if you have a team of lawyers who bill by the hour, it's really great. So this is one of the reasons why we love Amicus Attorney, and lawyers around the country love Amicus Attorney. Basically, you have timekeeping, and the timekeeping feature within Amicus Attorney is really flexible. So it is adaptable to all kinds of practices and all kinds of sectors. And also another feature that you have within Amicus Attorney is conflict checking. So an actual conflict checker is more than just a search box. This applies to software that actually has a conflict checking feature. So implementation varies, but at a minimum, you should be able to check within Amicus Attorney the entire database for matching names. It should really check for conflicts accurately and intuitively. So if you do it right, it will also help you like allow for a lateral hire to input their conflict database into the system, work quickly when new clients call, and comply with the rules of professional conduct for checking conflicts. This is kind of important, especially in states that really care about the conflict checking. Some states like New York and Georgia really have stipulated really strict rules around conflict checking for law firms. So having this feature within Amicus Attorney is really essential. We also have email clients. So basically, you are able to email clients directly within or from, if you will, Amicus Attorney. You have text messaging, so you can really send and receive text messages and associate them with your matters. Now, sometimes it works, and some of our clients have told us that this particular feature doesn't always work, but we have actually checked with other clients. So I would say by and large, this text messaging feature works, I would say, within Amicus Attorney. You also have document management. So this is where you are able to add documents and associate them with your cases or matters. And you also have document assembly within Amicus Attorney. So basically, you can actually loading your firm's document templates into your law practice management software can save time and ensure consistency. So this check means that basic document assembly is suitable for form letters, invoices, etc. So, and for advanced document assembly, you probably need additional software because Amicus Attorney, they're still working on the software though, but they don't have this feature really, I would say, fully fleshed out as of yet. One thing we love also within Amicus Attorney is that you have you are basically you have bookkeeping and accounting functionalities. So we have basic bookkeeping. So if you have like a small law firm and you're just trying to really take care of your accounting, you can actually do that within Amicus Attorney. So basically, we're talking here about you being able to keep track of your operating accounts and reconcile your balances, but you may still need full accounting software in some cases. Now, can you also use Amicus Attorney for full accounting? Yes, but the thing is that it really depends upon the size of your business, of your practice, and this is one of those things where I was telling you earlier that you might need to have QuickBooks integration to actually make sure that your law practice really has full-fledged accounting. In some cases, you can integrate QuickBooks, you can integrate FreshBooks, you can integrate Wave, or you can integrate Zoho Books, whatever the accounting software tool you want to integrate. You might need to do that either directly or through a third-party app such as Zapier. Okay, and so you also have a trust accounting within Amicus Attorney. Yes, you have it. So you're able to track your client trust accounts, including expenses and payments. And this is kind of cool. And the cool thing is that you are able to actually do this without basic bookkeeping or full accounting. So this is kind of cool. So Amicus Attorney is really great when it comes to accounting, all kinds of accounting. So your practices, bookkeeping processes, your practices, accounting practices, and your trust accounting. Now, trust accounting is really integrated within the tool. So this is kind of fun. And Amicus Attorney allows you to do billing and invoicing pretty seamlessly. So you are able to send bills or invoices, and you're also able to process online payments. So if your clients want to pay you online, this is not a problem, especially because Amicus Attorney is really has a cloud component. So basically, you're able to set up a client portal whereby your clients can really so your clients can pay you in real time. This is kind of cool. Now, what we love about Amicus Attorney also is that you have an open API sort of policy. So basically, if you want to integrate third-party tools, third-party software into Amicus Attorney, this is totally possible. Let's say this is costly though, but so you got to have the budget for it. And if you have a mid-sized to large practice, this is totally worth it, especially if you want to integrate some software tools natively, not like via third-party apps such as Zapier. Then it might be interesting to do the open API thing. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Amicus Attorney. This is a review of Amicus Attorney. I'm going granular here to try to really understand all ins and outs of this software tool. Let me talk to you about the value added of Amicus Attorney here. So when you think about Amicus Attorney, there are a lot of things that you have to really pay attention to. And how does this software tool really add value? Well, in our experience, there are a few things that there are a few areas where Amicus Attorney really adds value to your law firm. First of all, you have case management. Okay, so basically, case and matter management is really, when you think about it, the building blocks of your practice, right? So Amicus makes all your client files instantly accessible to everyone on your teams. This is really cool because that simultaneous sort of accessibility is really what brings in, what really sort of boosts revenue in the long run. In addition to that, Amicus Attorney acts as your team's administrative assistant, keeping tasks and deadlines organized. And when you really think about it, and the way we see Amicus Attorney, at least based on our review, it's really the ultimate task manager that integrates with your case matters and rules-based calendaring. Okay, speaking of calendaring, and you understand if you have a practice, as long as you have a growing practice, you know how calendaring is really important. Okay, and so Amicus Attorney has a legal calendaring sort of feature that allows you to easily track progress and share calendar updates with your team over the lifetime of each case. And the automatic calendaring keeps everyone on the same page, as you know this. And whether you are meeting a deadline solo, working with a small cohort, or collaborating across your entire firm. Plus, you can actually your team can subscribe to legal calendar rule set updates and keep track of your cases with notification of any changes, so you're always up to date, which you must be anyway. Also, another area where Amicus Attorney really adds value is document management. So you're able to manage documents properly. As you know, managing inaccurate documents is as useful to you as collecting outdated phone books, right? So Amicus Attorney allows you to access all your documents in one place with a single click and uses the data in your client numbers to automate legal documents. This is really good. We love the accuracy and efficiency that Amicus Attorney really brings in here. And obviously, they need to work a little bit on the process, because the document management process, sometimes there are glitches, and especially if you have a very busy practice, Amicus Attorney, the software seems to actually have a hard time really following up. So that means you have to really do in-depth integration here with either a native tool such as Carrot Legal's other tools from that, or Abacus Law. And one thing I want to say here is that powerful dashboards are really great within Amicus Attorney. And so you have dashboards that collect, organize, and display information from your cases, the cases that are important to you. You really have a time and billing management also. So while you work, Amicus Attorney is in the background keeping track of your billable time, so nothing falls between the cracks. And so this is kind of cool. They have a time entry assistant that shows you all of your activities where no time entry has been recorded, so you can take every unexpected client call and email to the bank. Okay, if you need to add a task to the billing record, you can do that too. I mean, it's never easier to reclaim your time through this time and billing management. And the last thing I want to add here, when you think about Amicus Attorney, the payment processing feature is also really great. I mean, you're able to stay on top of billing deadlines. This is really cool. Let me talk to you about the extras that you have to really consider here. See, the thing is, when you think about Amicus Attorney, and this is kind of similar to something we have actually observed in other, in other tools such as Carrot Legal and also Abacus Law. And the thing here is that you need to understand that when we talk about the extra, you have like the desktop application within Amicus Attorney is really cool because the Amicus Attorney runs on software that exists on your local machine. That's what I said earlier when I said you have a hybrid configuration. So although the tool Amicus Attorney can be accessed via mobile app, it is essentially a desktop platform. However, you're not limited to office-only access. The platform can be set up to connect to your data, whether on-premises or cloud-based, from remote locations, which allows your practice to be fully mobile while all data remains on your firm's server. So this is kind of cool if you want to have you want to retain control over your data. And you also have a private cloud. So within Amicus Attorney, so as an alternative to on-premises installation, Amicus Attorney can be installed on a totally private virtual workspace, and this means you always know where your data exists. And this private cloud offers all available features on the on-premises installation, can securely integrate with Office 365, and has full spectrum security that it really actually secures a compliant experience for users. One thing we have found in our research here is that the having a private cloud could be a great option for attorneys who don't want to maintain an office network but want greater control of their data. And you also have the web-based option. So Amicus Cloud, a separate LPMS offering, so this is a separate law practice management software offering, runs over the internet in your browser. So it gives you the flexibility of cloud-based options with much simpler and streamlined features that you can access from your PC, Mac, or tablet. And while it doesn't have all the functionality of an Amicus Attorney, it may be a wise option for solo attorneys or small remote offices. So when you really think about Amicus Attorney, whom is this really for? Well, in our view, I think, as I've said before, Amicus Attorney has a wide range of standard features that will work well for many small to medium-sized law firms, even large law firms. And so it comes with, as you have heard me explain earlier, it comes with client management, matter management, case management, document management, and document automation all built in. It also has a calendaring system and basic task management. And additionally, because it integrates really well with Hot Docs for those who need smarter document assembly, we really think that this tool is really great for all kinds of practices. And while it doesn't have email or accounting built in, it integrates with Gmail, Outlook, and QuickBooks, and even Zoho, Wave, and FreshBooks. Okay, so firms that want to host their own data while still allowing for some mobility will find Amicus Attorney the most useful. However, it's not a comprehensive solution. Okay, maybe Abacus Law can be better, or even other Carrot Legal products. Okay, and so attorneys looking for project management features beyond simple task management may want to look elsewhere, in our view. So, and when evaluating price, you want to take into account any integrations that you require. I will talk about pricing later on. So now let's talk about pricing. And as you can see on the screen here is the pricing for Amicus Attorney as of the date of this show. So you can see that basically, if you want to compare and contrast all the pricing, you can see on the screen. Now, the thing is that you have Abacus Law, and then you have let's say Carrot Legal. The thing about Carrot Legal here is that they will start you at about $80 per month, per user per month, 79 to be exact. But the thing here is that with Carrot Legal, you have a end-to-end practice management solution. So Carrot Legal is more. We have another review on Carrot Legal. You might want to please make sure you check that out. And basically, Carrot Legal is more complete in our view than Amicus Attorney. Now, Abacus Law is somewhere in the middle. Abacus Law is great because it's actually an all-in-one multi-practice management software that really allows you to really do all kinds of stuff. We also have an upcoming Abacus Law sort of review. Now, one thing I want to say about Amicus Attorney here is that they're not transparent with the pricing. Now, based on our research, they're charging about $100 like a $80 to $125 per user per month, depending on the configuration. Now, they used to actually show the pricing earlier like back in the days, but they actually have stopped doing that. So they want you to contact them now. So if you're interested in actually securing Amicus Attorney, you're going to have to contact the company directly, and they will you speak to a salesperson, and they'll walk you through their pricing process, and they'll maybe give you a bespoke price, and they'll give you a quote. And but the thing is that remember that the initial setup is not always easy. So you might want to sort of account for at least an initial steep learning curve, and it could be steep, or it could be just light, depending upon your team's experience. But it's not like you can just because see, the thing is, this is not a cloud-based tool, so you can't just log in and start using the cloud. You have to come and install it at your offices, or install it in some way. And so once it's set up, they will need like a few days to actually run the process and see if everything works. Depending upon the size of your practice, this might take 1 to 3 days in our view. So, but overall, when it comes to pricing, Amicus Attorney is somewhere from like the pricing goes from somewhere from $80 to $125 per user per month when billed annually. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I actually went through an Amicus Attorney review. So this Amicus Attorney, we actually give you the overview, the features, the value added, and the extras. And I closed today's review with the pricing. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.